Welcome back. It's Holy Land Uncovered, and I'm Tal Heinrich. Following the romantic Valentine's discussion that we just had before the break, we're now going to take you to a romantic site, and it's also magical. In a minute, you'll see why. That's the Galilee District in northern Israel. You know what? Let's get going.
The Sea of Galilee has always been an attraction for believers. It's associated with iconic characters from the Old and New Testaments and miracles as well. The most famous is, of course, Jesus Christ, who spent 3 years of his ministry on the shores of the sea. But Jesus was not the first figure linked to the place. This small area in northern Israel is full of biblical and historical sites, which are not only considered to be holy, but also curative. This site is associated with the biblical prophet Habakkuk, an unusual figure in the Bible, who questioned the wisdom of God.
Either this is believed to be the burial site, the tomb of prophet Habakkuk. In the Bible, there are so many stories about different prophets, but somehow Habakkuk's story is quite exceptional. What makes him stand out as a prophet?
As a prophet, he is the only one that arguing with God, questioning the meaning of life, and he says to God, this is not the world as it should be. There is a bad person that is very successful, a good person that is not successful. We know the story. Another thing about Habakkuk is Habakkuk himself wasn't supposed to be in this world. His mother was already 90. She didn't have children. And all of a sudden, a prophet, another prophet, Elisha, coming to her house and says, in another year you will have a child. And then all of a sudden we have Habakkuk. And then several years after that, in his youth, he is very sick and he is passing away. And Elisha is coming again in a very interesting chapter. He's making him alive again. And then we have a prophet in this world, didn't have to be in this world, and he is questioning what's the meaning of this world? Why is it so hard?
Prophet Habakkuk's tomb is a tourist attraction, especially for those who seek cures. Some choose to take a dip in the small spring adjacent to the tomb itself, believing it has holistic powers. Another ritual is connected to the tree just outside the tomb.
People coming to this specific tree, there's a common belief, it's not halakha, it's a common belief that if you take leaves from this tree and you put them in hot water, you boil them, and then you make the water, you put the water in the refrigerator, and then for 40 days, you and your husband will drink this water, it's the human cycle, you will have a baby. I mean, you need to do other activities as well, but you will have a baby. Yes, now it sounds odd, but I know a couple of people that right now have kids because of this tree, because of the belief.
Let's try it.
What?
Let's try it.
Okay.
Not too far from Ein Habakkuk lies another spring, which many believe has holistic powers as well. This is Ein Ayub, a warm sulfuric spring named after the biblical figure who was tested by God, Job. According to tradition, Job lived in a nearby cave and treated his sickness in the waters of the spring. Job is one of the most troubled figures in the Bible. He's challenged by the devil, who showers him with one tragedy after another. It's a test of his integrity and belief.
Job is indeed a tragic figure in the Bible, and yet many people come here to this site. Since when tragedies are attractive?
Tragedy is attractive not because of the tragedy, it's because of the possibility of going outside of the tragedy. And Job had a terrible tragedy, but he had the power to step out of it. And this is the place to believe, that people believe that he came and he washed himself from all his wounds or whatever he had, and sat down and was speaking with God again. We talked today about speaking with God, and eventually he got the answer and he healed himself. So people come to this specific place not because of the tragedy, they come because of the healing power. In fact, a small group, the Druze, they come here and they conduct ceremonies, and they believe that this water have a power to heal. Myself, I met many Druze here, and I asked them, what is this power? They told me, first you have to believe, then we'll tell you what is the power.
Of course.
Druze is a secret religion.
Our next destination is a place holy to Christians, the Kursi Church and National Park. It's one of the biggest remnants from the Byzantine era in the region. The place was established in the 5th century on the base of the traditional site of the miracle of the swine.
What is believed to have happened here?
According to the story, Jesus is coming by a boat from the Sea of Galilee from the direction of Tiberia, and when they are landing on the shore, a man troubled by demons is running towards them and start to shout. Christ is asking him, "What is your name?" And then he says, "My name is Legion." It means I have many people inside me. And then Jesus is giving an order to all these demons to leave the man, and he is pushing them into herds of swine, and they are running 2,000 swine, some people say less, straight into the Sea of Galilee, and the man being cured.
Besides the miracle story, the church, and the monastery, there is another focus here in Kursi.
So, Izhar, this is the so-called magical bench, right?
Indeed.
What's behind it?
Behind it, there's a lot of healing power. There's a lot of stories about people that get cured from all kinds of disease. People from all over the world coming to this specific point. There is a lot of points in Israel. There is the Western Wall, there is the famous ones. This is one of the secrets. It's over there is the Sea of Galilee, over there is the Golan Heights. We are in a twilight zone, one can say. And people come to sit on this bench and to get healing powers.
Amazing.
Do you feel something?
I definitely feel something.
What?
Jews, Christians, Muslims, and Druze. People from each of these faiths look for miracles. Some of them find them on the shores of the Sea of Galilee. The magical atmosphere here brings together people from different faiths. But can it also heal the gaps between them?
Is there a certain pattern that connects all these holistic sites to the Sea of Galilee?
In Israel, we have two big lakes, sources of water. We have the Dead Sea, and we have Sea of Galilee. Sea of Galilee is a sea of life. Jordan River are coming in, and Jordan River are going out. It's mean Sea of Galilee is a character that know how to get, to inhale, but also how to exhale, to act, to do things. The Dead Sea is the lowest place on earth, only praying and asking, and still there is no life over there. I think the Sea of Galilee is a sea of life, and that's why we find so many miracles, so many stories, and so many beautiful sights as this one over here.